Do you guys watch Home Improvement? What were your thoughts on Home Improvement as an ABC sitcom?
It was hilarious. We used to watch it every week.
Yeah, it fit right in with the rest of them. Wilson was the best, of course.
Yeah, well, the three brothers. I like the fact that there were three brothers, and they were all. I mean, they were all so different, and their characters were very established, like early on.
I never really was into Home Improvement because the only thing I found interesting about the show was the actual show with. What I'm saying, you're kind of on the right track. The show within the show was much more interesting than the show. Tool Time was a great show. I would have watched him and Al for hours, but don't take the show. Who cares about the sons and the wife and Wilson and all that garbage? Just leave it on Tool Time. It is an instructive show. It's a very funny show, and it's got Pamela Anderson in it. It satisfied a bunch of check boxes for the 90s.
It also had probably the only show I've ever seen that has a significant amount of pivotal scenes in the garage. like the garage was like its own, like half the set was the garage.
That's interesting.
I thought it was
about that.
It was interesting how Home Improvement would sometimes go to Tool Time for like a 9-minute scene that had nothing to do with the rest of the episode, just because it was funny. But because I think they realized at a certain level that Tool Time was more funny than Home Improvement as a show.
It was him at his job.
I know, but it should have just.
It would be like Full House going to Wake Up San Francisco for like a scene, which it didn't do very often, but it could have probably.
You had to get Lisa and Heidi in there somehow, so you had to go to Tool Time.
You've got a great Tim the Toolman Taylor and Al. They've got a great like Miles, Jack dynamic a little bit. I mean, you got the uptight one, and then you got the loose one, and you've got some crazy antics, and it's a great show. Do you think people actually watch Tool Time for the Tool knowledge or for the humor? Because I don't think I think it had to be for the humor.
Yeah, probably.
That's a good thought.
All right, I'm sorry, Terry. I didn't mean to take us off track. I just like Tool Time a lot and Tim the Toolman Taylor. I didn't care about any of the other shit.